Hi, my name is Loralei Bayette, and I am a soulful mentor to powerhouse women who want to activate into their fullest expression, leverage the laws of the universe, and get stuff done. So today I want to talk about dating. Just what woman doesn't love? And I just wanted to share with you guys something I'm inspired by, which was an eagle. Yeah, the bird, an eagle, and the way that the eagle dates with such high standards. And I was like, if only women dated with higher standards in this way, would we be much happier? Because essentially we're looking for someone to go the long haul with us. We're looking for either a life partner or someone we could at least be with for some time, to grow with, to expand with. And a lot of the time we end up lowering our standards or dating like teenagers, really. We're like, oh my God, I like him, he's so cute. That's not enough, as you could tell, right? The older you get, you realize him being cute and fun is definitely not enough. So we go around dating and we haven't identified what we desire to have in a partner. We don't do this with friends either, honestly. It's not just with romantic partners, but it's also with business partners and friendships that we don't identify our standards and what we're looking for, so we end up settling for less. And so when I heard how an eagle dates, I was like, so inspired, and I want to share this with you. So basically, the female eagle, she flies and she's scoping out the scene, and she's looking for a mate to fly with. So once she picks someone that she wants to fly with, they fly and she picks up a stick and she drops the stick and sees if the male eagle is going to catch it. And as she gets higher, the sticks get heavier, and if at any point the male eagle drops a stick, she's done, she moves on, and she picks somebody else to fly with. It's not until the eagle, the female eagle, gets to the highest point she can get to with the heaviest stick and drops it, and the male eagle catches it, that she says, okay, this is the person that I want to partner with. This is my life partner, because they're able to carry more, or at least they're able to carry what I can carry or more. So I thought that was beautiful. So as she gets higher, the sticks get heavier, and she's setting standards. And so even though this is not to say like in our dating, we say, oh, you didn't do something that I liked, so you're done. It's identifying your non-negotiables. It's identifying what your sticks are. So your stick may be that, one of my sticks is that the man that I'm with has to have integrity. He has to be growth-oriented person. These are sticks that are non-negotiable. Honesty, integrity, growth-oriented. He must want the best for me. This is almost the same as my friendships, actually. So on and so forth. So once you've identified your sticks, if at any moment someone drops one of your sticks and isn't able to carry it, then they're out. They're out. And a lot of the time, I know what I did in my early 20s was spend way too much time with the wrong people. And granted, there are lessons to be learned. And now the lesson is, once you've dropped that stick, having the self-respect and the standards that you need to walk away. And trusting that you'll be okay, and that there's other eagles that you can fly with, that you can choose to fly with, because you're not looking for someone just for the night. You're not looking for someone for the week. You're looking for someone that you can invest in. And as women, we get emotionally invested in our partners. There's nothing wrong with that. That's very normal. It's called intimacy. So if we're going to be dedicated to somebody and choose someone to be by our side to take on life with, it's important that we date like an eagle, that we identify our sticks and that we don't budge on them. So your sticks have to be those concrete things that are non-negotiable, essentially. So what are your sticks? So as we date, we figure out what we do want and what we don't want. But once we figure out those things, it's important to hold that standard for yourself. Date like an eagle, okay? Seriously. Identify your standards, write them down. What do you want in a partner? And who do you have to become to attract that type of partner as well? So it's not all on the man, like, okay, you need to do this and this for me. It's having those standards and upholding those standards for yourself and saying, who do I have to become to attract somebody like that? Because if I don't have integrity and I'm expecting someone to have integrity, if I don't have my own and I'm expecting somebody to take care of me, that's not really an equally yoked relationship, and there's always going to be a power struggle in that dynamic. I love the eagle because it's the woman. The woman needs to feel safe. She needs to feel supported, and she needs to feel understood. Those are essentially what makes a woman be in her feminine essence, is to feel safe, supported, and understood. And when she's able to do that, she's able to be in her feminine. When she's not able to do that, she results to kicking into her masculine energy. And women, we feel better when we're in our feminine, when we're able to let our hair down and flow and not have to make all the decisions. And we like to be led essentially by somebody we trust. And the only way that we're going to be able to open up in that feminine way is to a man that deserves that, is to someone who can carry the sticks that we require to be in a relationship. And so you do the choosing. And I tell this to my clients a lot of the time. We aren't pick me type of women. That's not who you are. You're not a pick me type of girl, like, please pick me. And so women might go on a date and they're more concerned with if the guy likes them versus if they like the guy, right? So it's important that we apply presence, being in the present moment, being the observer, not being so quickly attached, like, oh my God, I like this person, like, do they like me? Like, and trying to intercept what they think, but really holding the observer and giving yourself space between you and your thoughts and you and your emotions so that you can be in the moment and just see things as they are in this moment, and not be so overly consumed with coming off a certain way or trying to control the way the other person perceives you, so on and so forth. So I always tell my clients to hold the position as the observer, to ground yourself, to go within and affirm, I am worthy, you know, these are the things that I'm looking for. This isn't just an interview. So a lot of women that I come across, they think that it's an interview, like they have to perform. And I'm sure this is natural to a certain degree when you're first meeting somebody. But it is important to date with a little bit more standards, and a little bit more standards when you get older, because there are repercussions for not being grounded and being not as emotional. You want to be emotional, obviously, but you also want to be logical when it comes to dating. You want to have a little bit of both. So when we're overly emotional and we're getting so caught up in, oh my God, he's cute, and like he did this and he's so exciting, we get literally doped up. So dopamine comes rushing into our brain just like a drug does. And when you have all that emotion, there's not a lot of room for logic, and we get so doped up, we end up getting high and we miss the red flags. So we're like, oh my God, and then as a result of getting high on the compliments and the attention, we miss what we need to see. We end up creating a false ideal of someone and putting them on a pedestal. Once you put someone on a pedestal, no matter who they are, now you've put them up here and you put yourself in the position to be stepped on. You're already discounting yourself and you're lowering your self-worth, and that's just not going to work out. So essentially what I'm encouraging and inviting you to do is to be in your feminine and have fun and be playful, but also be really grounded in the present moment and really sure of yourself and certain about what you desire. Be clear, because if you don't know what you want, you won't get it. The universe doesn't work with mixed signals, and neither do you. So if you're showing up like, I don't know who I like I'll just know it when I see it. It's like, sure, that might work when you're, 15 years old, 19 years old, maybe. But when you get older, it's like, oh, I really like this person. I feel safe. I feel this way. He has integrity. He takes care of himself. He shows up for his children. He's ambitious. There's different sticks that we need to identify. And it's like, who do I have to be to attract someone like that? And it's not saying like, oh my God, I need to be pretty or I need to be this, but it's like, if I want someone who takes care of themselves, I need to take care of myself too. And so on that note, I want you guys to take a note from an eagle and start dating more like an eagle. If he drops the stick, bye. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. But if it's a stick, not like, oh, he made me mad, or, you know, just jumping ship if somebody makes a mistake, but some stick that you've identified that's like non-negotiable for you. You know, like if I had a guy that was like stealing and lying, I'm just not okay with that. And so it's like, not right now. At this moment, we're not a match for each other. We're just on two different frequencies, and I wish you the best. And now I'm gonna clear that out so that I can make room for something new to be invited in. Because as long as you're entertaining the old, you can't create space for the new. So you have to be okay with the void. Have the courage to do that. Strengthen your self-respect, have the boundaries, and you know what? Roll out that red carpet and walk away if you have to, because your life is about you and you don't want to be living it on other people's terms, and you don't want to be settling for crumbs, okay? As my good friend Christiana says, queens don't eat crumbs, okay? And if you let a man feed you crumbs, he will keep doing it, you know? It's like, oh, I'm gonna text her like once a week. I'm gonna text her just enough to where she doesn't get attached, and just enough to where she's still around and accessible to me. That's crumbs. And that's a stick that I'm not willing. If you can't come with the whole Shabbat, baby, I don't want it, you know? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. The next video is about how to play consciously. So it plays off of this video. So now that you got your standards together, you're holding the observer, you know what you want, which is the first step in manifesting or creating anything in your life. I want to talk a little bit about how to go after what excites you and how to play consciously. So how do you date and be fulfilled and take the pressure off? So even though you have your standards, you can still become activated and evolve through your experiences with your relationships. So sounds like a contradiction, but it's not really. So check out my next video about how to play consciously. I hope you enjoyed this. With much love, Loralei signing off. Let me hear something in the comments. Tell me, what is your stick? Do it right now. Identify it in this moment. What is a stick that is non-negotiable for you? And don't forget to hit subscribe, because I'm gonna be dishing it out for you, girl. I love you with all my heart, and I'll see you next time.